Hello, everybody, and welcome back to, I was about to say, the King of Anime podcast. No, just kidding. This is the Rent a Girlfriend podcast. I am your host, Everything Animated. King of Anime is something I do on my friend's channel, who just so happens to be my co-host for today. He is C-Tactics. Say hello.
Well, we're kind of like technically 2/3 King of Anime. So like we're king of.
Okay.
We're just not of anime. We're just king of.
Okay, so not other half, just other third. My other third is Mr. Sasuke the Savage. But today, we are talking none other than Rent a Girlfriend. I like to start off with a fun fact like I did last time. I think I'm going to make this a continuous thing with Rent a Girlfriend. Fun fact. There are 126.5 million people that live in Japan as of 2018. That will come into play throughout this episode, so I just wanted to let everyone know that very interesting fact, because that's a lot of people.
I can only imagine what this fun fact will mean in the future.
Oh, believe you me, it's coming real soon. So, anyway, we start the episode basically where we last left off. They go to the same college, and wouldn't you know it, they live right next to each other too.
I didn't see that one coming, but I totally guessed. I guess we totally guessed that, yeah, she would be like, we got to keep this a secret.
Mm-hmm. She kind of pulled him to the side. Don't tell anybody I live here. Don't tell anybody. But it's like, first of all, how are you not going to guess that you're ever going to come in contact with people that go to college and that want to rent a girlfriend? That's what I don't understand. It's like, you don't think any college people are going to be like, you know what, I want me a girlfriend? Like, that was the only kink in your armor. You know, you gotta, oh no, someone from college, oh, this is going to ruin my whole plan. It's just so dumb. So stupid.
Yeah. Nobody cares in college.
Nobody. Exactly.
They just want to get an education, so they don't, not have an education and they fail at life.
Believe you me, as a person who's gone to college for 5 years, nobody gave a shit what I looked like or where I went to or what was going on or anything. It's not like high school where you know everybody and you see them for 4 years during that time, and maybe that's different. In college, people come and go all the time. Nobody cares. That's why I don't understand this whole, this is going to ruin my whole, I wanted to keep it on the down low. It's, really? You didn't think anyone from college would want to, pay for you? Anyway, we see the intro for the first time, I think. Was there an intro? I don't think there was an intro. Was there an intro last time?
It was the ending. Yeah, it was the ending last time.
Oh, okay. I couldn't
this
remember.
Time they played it as the opening.
All right. Yeah, I did happen to notice he had a bill, or she charges 12,000 yen, which roughly estimated that's $120 American. So that's
Mickey Mouse dollars.
I mean, I was kind of in the wheelhouse when I said, hey, I charge this and then go up from there. She's starting out smart.
Yeah. Just overcharge so much.
Exactly.
They'll pay. They'll pay for those feet pics.
Yes, the feet pics.
And if they won't, I'll get them to pay.
That's right.
That may be a little bit of a threat, but we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about my shady feet business.
This there is no violence on Everything Animated's channel. That comes later. So later in the show, we get the good old grandma. She's like, "Hey, son, not son, fuck, grandson. I want to see your girl again." And right then and there, I'm just screaming to the computer screen. I'm saying, "Just tell her. Just tell her. Tell her right then and there." But he doesn't.
Yeah.
She's like, "I'm coming over." Call her ass back and tell her, "Look, Grandma, I gotta tell you something. We broke up." To their credit, though, uh, well, anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Basically, because she conveniently lives right next door to him, he's just like, please help me, I can't quite possibly go on. And she's like, no, own up to your responsibilities. Don't be such a loser and just be honest. A very
For him, not being a loser is extremely difficult.
Very true. But at least Chizuru was like saying, just own up to it. You made a mistake. I ain't gonna be dragged into this because we can't even date outside of work unless you pay me. So,
when do you think they're gonna like make her like be a hypocrite and go back on that logic?
Well,
think it's gonna be next episode.
You would think it would be the next episode, but instead, it's literally within the next 2 minutes. Because first the grandma is saying, "Let me guess, Kazuya, you guys broke up? Ah, I knew it. All I ever wanted was for my little baby to have such a lovely girlfriend." And he's just like, "Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and admit it." 2 minutes later,
yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry I was late cooking. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry. It's like, no, you just went against everything you just said, and you gone ahead and first of all, you were giving him shit and saying, no, leave me alone. But you're like, oh no, I'm just doing this for the grandma. Don't you have a grandma? Why do you care about his grandma? I thought you didn't like this guy. You know what?
Yep.
Oh.
It's so dumb. It's so like illogical, and the grandma is like so not funny, so not like just a terrible character.
Yeah.
She is like this gamer grandma. I hate it.
She's pretty much I love this girl, grandma, I want to have kids, you two are going to get married, stereotypical grandma. That's all she is. And
she's like
and now I guess every Wednesday he's going to go ahead and pay her to be his girlfriend every Wednesday from now on. So it's why?
Yeah, like you're wasting so much money. Where is he getting this money? That's what I want to know.
I have no idea.
How many jobs is he working to pay for this woman?
I don't know. So that's just the first half, which was already enough. The second half, we are now introduced finally to Mami-chan. Mami-chan.
Oh, yeah.
His ex that for some reason he keeps thinking about and whacking off to because,
Yeah, that was the weirdest scene.
That was so weird. Like,
it was so, like, jarring the way it cut.
It's so flippin' weird because he's supposed to go to his grandma's on Wednesday, and he's like, I gotta rub this one out, and all of a sudden, knock, 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 pulls up his pants, and it's like, I'm sorry, what? And
while opening the door, pulling up his pants.
Right, opens the door, pulls up his pants, and he's like, Chizuru was like, don't you remember we're supposed to be going to your grandma?
Yeah. No, she was like, what are you doing in there? Aren't we supposed to be going somewhere? I'm like, what is this guy, like, zipping up his pants while he's opened the door?
Right. And
compose yourself.
We see Mami-chan, and I guess like she's just there. I mean, we that's what we see. Like just a quick glimpse of her. It's like, yeah, she's cute, but why do you even care? She broke up with you. Get over it, dude. That's take it from someone that's been there personally. They ain't worth it. So
yeah.
So then they go to their grandma's, they go to his grandma's, bye, I want to see you again. So they just walking home.
Did they make that noise?
Yep, just walking home. And then, again, they just so happen to be walking home. And just so happen, we see, what the fuck's this guy? Kazuya's friends go, is that you, Kazuya? Who is that? And then he decides to open his big fat mouth and say, "Oh, this is my girlfriend." This is my girlfriend? Are you serious? I mean, she already doesn't have anything to do with this guy, but then he's got to go ahead and do it just because, oh, look at me, I'm alpha male. I can get this girl. Newsflash, Kazuya. She's not your girlfriend. She's not your girlfriend. And then it leads from that. I'm sorry, I'm so flustered over this. It gets from that, and then we go into, our buddies over there at this karaoke bar looking thing or whatever. You want to come? She's shaking her head no, and he just goes, "Oh yeah, let's go." She's already pissed off, and we go to this club. Guess who's at this club? Guess who's there, waiting in the fucking barracks? Guess who's there? Just sipping on a martini. His ex-girlfriend!
Okay.
His ex-girlfriend! I'm telling you, if I would have been there, and if I, just so happened to have a girlfriend, even if I didn't have a girlfriend, I see my ex there, I ain't staying. I'm leaving. I'm like, peace out. I ain't staying. And you would think a normal man would do that. He decides to stay. He decides to stay. He decides to go, I'm just going to ignore this. Everything's so awkward and weird and tensions building and whatever. And then, what is it? He gets up, goes to the bathroom, and gets an erection thinking about his ex again, right where his then rent girlfriend's right there. Goes back, and this woman, Mami-chan, says some of the most meanest and most embarrassing things right in front of his friends.
Right. Just brutal.
And just is basically just insulting him, putting him down right in front of, Chizuru, who she doesn't, I don't know if she knows it, probably doesn't know I don't know if they know each other outside of whatever they do, but they just, girlfriend. You would think, oh, that's incredibly mean and fucked up. She actually defends him. I don't even know why. She defends him even though he doesn't need it. And what does he do? He accepts it. He accepts it and goes, "Oh, that's just what I am. I'm just a coward." And she leaves, and he stays. He doesn't go after her. He doesn't try to stop her or anything. And then the cherry on top of this crap sundae is he walks home with his ex.
Yep.
He walks home with his ex. Doesn't walk home with Chizuru. I mean, don't get me wrong. They have no relationship other than just, hey, I'm paying for you. But still, she don't know that, I don't think. And he walks home with her, and the episode ends with her saying, "Wanna come up to my room, big boy?" And that is the fucking episode. And all I want to say to that, actually no.
This show's terrible.
I titled it in this video. It couldn't possibly get any worse. This whole episode was a big middle finger to everyone. I mean, okay, if you're a fan of the manga, good for you. I don't see any entertainment value from this. I guess it struck a chord with me more just because, like I said, I've been there. People, exes making fun of whatever. Don't want to go into too much detail, but I've been there. And it brought back those memories, and it just made me more incised than ever before. And we have two other girls that we haven't been introduced to yet.
Right. Yeah, there's even more somehow.
There's two more people that we gotta see in this show.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
It's probably gonna get worse, right?
I said it couldn't possibly get any worse. I mean, it has to. What's the next episode? He's gonna go up to the room and have sex. No, he's not gonna have sex with her. She's gonna be like, I knew you would do it. You're such a little bitch, and you tried to have sex while you have a girlfriend. And I hope he gets kneed right in the nuts for that. Because
which, by the way, Chizuru does hit him again, and I kind of don't feel bad about it because he was kind of trying to force himself in.
Right. He was trying to do a break-in and entering.
Yeah.
Are there any good characters in this show that make you want to root for them?
So far, there is literally no good. Like, the main character is such a creepwad. He is. God, he is like one of the worst rom-com harem MCs ever, and we're only 2 episodes in.
Yeah,
and that's simply just because he's so unlikable on such an unreal degree. Like, everything he does, how he randomly can't control his erections, which is like, what?
What is he,
so
13?
Now you're a creepy pervert. Yeah. Like, sometimes you get them and you can't help it. But you know what? Don't do it while thinking about your ex-girlfriend or
while taking a piss. Which, by the way, that has to
difficult. By the way,
that stings so bad. You trying to piss while having an erection? More power to him, you know.
or God, when he's like, "Well, it's in the middle of the day. Let's just jerk off."
Yeah, what does this guy do for work? For him having all this damn money.
I can't imagine the way this guy smells. I bet this guy has the worst body odor.
Mm-hmm. And
like,
I mean,
even like wear deodorant.
I don't know if he wears deodorant. I would hope the man does. All I know is his hands and his keyboard have to be sticky as fuck. It's just,
this guy overreacts to anything. He even like grazes in his view, maybe at like a quarter of a boob, and he's like, God damn pal, this girl's the best girl ever. Like, oh my God, this is the dream.
Mm-hmm. And like, I mean,
the only good art in this show so far is the girls.
Yeah. I mean, they look nice, but I mean, that's not saying much about the show.
I should say they put the most effort into the girls. Not that the art is like really good or anything.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
This is awful.
I just can't possibly like I said, there's no redeeming characters. You can't relate to. Well, I can relate to the, you know, like I said, the whole ex talking shit and whatever. But that's not something that's like, oh yeah, that's so. No, it makes me mad. So. It just, and when you see him being a coward and you see him just kind of accepting it, it makes you even more mad. It makes you go, dude, you're a fucking loser. Why can't you just be a man? Even if you're not with this other girl, be a man and just say, I'm out of here. I don't have to take this shit. You know, be the bigger man and walk out. And just all the contradictions, all the conveniences. Remember when I said that there were so many millions of people in Japan? Apparently everyone in Japan, everyone that goes to college live within a 0.5 mile radius of each other. You know, it's just, everyone is just there, but nobody lives like many miles away. No one takes public transit to many subways or whatever. Like, everyone just is.
I mean, all this is set up to like be this like weird like male fantasy thing, but for the like absolute most lowest common denominator, male. Like, like people that probably need help. And it's like the strangest thing to watch, because like the way it's written, it's so like creepy. Like some creepy dude wrote this. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
The way they talk about the women is always so like sexual, like, oh, Chizuru, she would, if you had sex with her, she'd just lay there like a dead fish. I'm like, that's not
Right.
very respectful to say about a person. And then she's like, then they're like, oh, with mommy, she'd be great in bed. You couldn't go anywhere
I mean,
if you had sex with her.
I mean,
Everything else would just be a disappointment. Like, what?
I mean that I kind of understand because that's just guy talk. Guys talk like that all the time. I mean,
Right.
that's. But I know what you're saying when it comes to, like,
It's
it
a- it's
seems
a-
like a guy wrote this freaking show.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
it's
really
like
does.
right. And it's like it serves no place in this show because it's not good. Like, if it's not good, it shouldn't be in the show, right? Like,
Correct.
typically when you write something, if it's not good, just take it out. Or if it has to be there, deal with it, keep it in.
Yeah.
But like this is the whole show. Like Shizuru living next door. That's a bad thing. That's just a happenstance. Oh, and if you think about it, how did they not run into each other before?
Right. I don't understand that at all.
So the grandma as well, that shouldn't be in here because that's not good. It's just not funny.
Yeah.
Like, what? Oh, she games. Oh, it's funny because it's a subversion of your expectations. She's old, but in reality, she's not. She's just like young at heart, even though she's old. And haha, you thought she wouldn't play video games, but she does with all of her friends who also play. Ugh. Like, we don't need him randomly wanting to jerk off. That's bad.
No.
That's not good.
I can honestly go without saying that, to be honest.
The only thing that I liked in this whole episode was not even a full sentence, but the phrase "goat cutie." I thought that was the stupidest thing I'd ever seen, but it was hilarious, so I giggled. Goat cutie. What does that even mean? Greatest of all time cutie?
Right. I think that's what it means. Or maybe
That's-
they just happen to like goats. Nah.
Yeah, hey. Meh. He's known goats, so they're pretty interesting.
Yeah.
This just is, it's like a whole show of like, they found really, really bad stuff on the cutting room floor from like Nisekoi. Like stuff that probably should have never ever been revealed to sunlight should have never touched this. Like that kind of thing of like, oh, Jeff in the back there, he thought of an idea, like he just said it randomly and
Right.
like I wrote it down just because I thought it was the stupidest shit ever.
Right. I could just imagine them just in freaking just having like a drinking party and just going, you know, it's a good idea. Just having a guy down on his luck, renting a girlfriend who just so happens to live next to him, but then he gets back together with the ex. And then it's like, what are you talking about, Bill? Just have another drink. No, it's a great idea. Just hear me out. Okay, yeah, we'll give we'll give your idea and we'll put it in the shredder.
So the next episode is going to be mommy, and he's going to go back to her room, of course.
Yep.
And it's going to seem like something, but it's not going to be that something.
Yeah.
And then they're going to get interrupted by something, or he's going to get like a boner because he, for God's sake, saw her fucking thighs. Which is like wow. How do you look at a woman's thighs and immediately, and just like, let's pretend we're in real life. If you saw a
Right.
woman's thighs, EA, would you immediately go, oh, goddamn, look at the, whoo, just got to take a moment to glare at those thighs and be a pervert creep?
I
'Cause
mean,
I guarantee you're probably like, who cares?
I mean, I guess you could say I'm not like most guys. I mean, I guess I've experienced quite a bit of things in my life, but if I just so happen to see an attractive woman that just so happens to have nice eyes, I look at them. I don't think anything of them. I don't go, damn, I gotta follow that all the way out. No, I'm not. But there are some guys that are not to that extreme, but they like nudge you in the shoulder, like, hey man, you see that? And they're just real weird about it. But for me,
It's like, yeah, I watch porn sometimes too. Do you? You don't, do you? Do you know what that is?
But I guess I just don't get overly like fixated on stuff like that. I'm just like, okay, those are nice, those are great.
Yeah.
She's got a nice body. What what else
Yeah.
can you say other than that?
She probably works out a ton. That
Right.
guy has a nice body too. I don't get it.
Right, he's got a 6-pack abs, and I wish I was Gerard Butler in 300.
Yeah, and this other guy, he's not as healthy. Who cares?
Right.
It's not a big deal, like you said. Like, it's just why, like, all this writing is so like shallow, and like it's makes me like feel like I gotta take a shower.
Yeah, it's a 13-year-old wrote this. I can see a 13-year-old writing this show, and they this is just some fantasy of theirs.
I'm searching it up now.
All right.
Oh my god, I type in "rent a girlfriend" Mal, and it's just like, you want to actually rent a girlfriend?
Well,
like, no.
Well, I
don't.
You actually can. So I mean, that's you ever want to go to Japan and rent a girlfriend, they'll make everyone else appear like you have a girlfriend, but they won't do anything else.
This anime was written, or this manga, the source material is written by Reiji Miyajima.
Raging
Against the Machine. Zack De La Roca. Zack De La Roca wrote it. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Those who die are justified for wearing the badge and your chosen white. Ow! We're gonna get a copyright strike now.
He also did the art for AKB 49, The Rules Against Love, and the story and art for, what is this? Mononote Edo Shinobi Kagyu.
All right. So it is a guy.
It's a dude. He's
All
born
right.
in 1985. You should know better.
Well, okay, so he's around the same age as me. So, all right then.
He needs to stand up straight, comb his hair back.
I
and
mean,
stop spitting in the
don't you dare tell him to stand up straight. He might do it, but not the way you're thinking of.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, this was somehow worse than episode 1.
Right.
I think. Not by much, but it was, if not just as bad, worse. And I don't understand how that's possible, quite frankly. And I'm actually sort of kind of maybe a little offended. But I won't tell.
Yeah. I'm upset. But
and I'm not upset at any particular thing. I am. I just don't want to see this guy pop a boner anymore. I have thoughts about this main character that just I bet he like is sweaty all the time. His breath smells bad. He doesn't ever take a shower.
You're gonna finish that. You're gonna finish that pickle.
You're gonna eat that stapler.
You can't eat a stip. Wanna split it? This would probably be better if this guy. You know what? And this is real talk right now. This would probably be better if this guy was. And this is probably gonna sound bad. If this guy was just a little bit kind of on the chubbier side, and an actual legit loser, and kind of like, what was that one show where the main character was kind of fatter? Excel World, I think Excel World, where his avatar was legit a pig, because I get it, because he's fat.
I mean, they could like we can come up with like plenty of stuff that's more interesting than this. Like, yeah, you could have him be a loser, be really fat, and by the end, I don't know, he redeems himself, he gets healthy, and maybe he doesn't get the girl, but that's not the point of the show.
Right, and he learns through his experiences how to get a girl that actually likes him for him. Oh, right. That's already so much better than this.
Yeah, this is just like reinforcing the things you shouldn't do or appreciate at all.
Yeah. Well, I think I got that off my chest. You got that off your chest. gonna go ahead and wrap this up.
Giving us a 1 out of 10.
Yeah, this is definitely the worst episode. Would I dare say of the year? I don't know. I've seen some bad shows in my day. But this is definitely the worst one of the season. Right?
Yeah,
Maybe?
this is. I haven't seen anything else, but I can tell you right now, there's probably nothing that can touch this.
Cantos. Yeah, but yeah, we will.
I wish Rage Against the Machine did the score for this anime.
Yeah. Oh my God, that would make. I would watch this show just if they Rage Against the Machine was playing and throughout the whole freaking show. I would love it so much more. And I'd probably watch it longer than I anticipate to, just because of the Rage Against the Machine score.
It's just randomly, he's like, oh man, I'm popping a boner. All you hear is Zach De La Rocca just, cut the cord! Lights out! Over the radio!
That already makes this show 10 times better. By default.
It would be amazing.
So anyway, we will see you guys next Friday when we get episode Trace.
Yeah.
How much worse could it possibly get? We shall find out when our main character tries to hide his boner from his ex, and then
I just want it to pop out, and he just doesn't care. He's like, whatever.
He's like, "Yep, it's there."
We're today.
And then you know what? They should just he gonna go ahead and have sex with his ex, even though I know they're not. But
yeah.
Say he does that, he then walks back home. Freaking, she's right there going, "Where have you been?" He just kind of takes his hand and pushes her face with his hand, "Get out my face." And he's just like, "I just had sex.
Fuck my ex.
I had sex with my ex. What did you do? You got, I paid you.
You got my money, crap.
I'm gonna say you got my money. Damn it!
Look, listen, we both made it out good, okay?
Damn it! Ah.
That'd be great. The next episode totally tone shifts, and just he becomes a total fucking baller. And he's like, he gets the phone call that interrupts him. He keeps going. He answers the phone, and they're just banging out. He's like, "Yeah, what do you want, Grandma?"
Yeah. It's like
fucking right now.
He's like, "Yeah, what do you want, Grandma?" "No, I'm not with that bitch anymore. I'm with my ex."
My ex.
I'm sorry. Do you hear that in the background? Yeah. It's like, yeah, that's her. That's it. What? It's Wednesday again? You know what? I'll see you next Wednesday. Maybe. Click.
And just while the whole thing's happening, just all you hear is this.
Yeah. Faster?
Oh my God.
See, now that would subvert my expectations, and I would applaud the fuck out of the show if it did that. I would be like, you know what? You went for the gusto, and you went for a complete shift in tone, and all I gotta say is bravo.
Oh my God. And every episode of Chizuru, it's just her reacting, and you're just so disgusting. I hate you so much. But I need this money.
Right. And he just comes back with a new girl every time, and he just looks at her and goes, "What are you looking at? What are you looking at, huh? You jealous? See, babe, you see that girl over there? She wants me. She's my neighbor, and she wants me. Oh, what? It's like, yeah, talk to the hand, because the face ain't listening. Slam. And then she's sleeping in her bed, and she hears against the wall just, oh, damn it, there they go again. She just starts banging. Stop it! I'm tired of this shit.
He randomly starts dressing in leather jackets, and he gets tattoos, and he comes glasses. He's got a mohawk. He carries around guns.
I mean, I know the show's based off a manga, so they're going off the source material. There needs to be someone in this world that needs to make that happen. Please. Please, someone make that happen. He gets his first...
Amazing.
He loses his virginity and just becomes all kinds of badass. I would pay to watch that show, to be honest.
And then at the end, he's riding his bike, and he crashes it and dies. And that's the end.
And it ends with that happy song. Oh, I'm glad we could turn
But
this
he like
negative into a positive.
he dies. He dies because he decides that he wants to make a really stupid jump with his bike. But he has like a Harley, so it just doesn't like work. He just
Yeah.
bike lands on him and kills him or something.
Oh my god. All right. Well, on that
It's
note,
buried with like a bunch of like Jack Daniels.
on that
Like
note,
Pantera at his funeral.
okay. And play Cemetery Gates. How fucking perfect would that be?
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, all right. Well, on that note, we are hoping for that next week. We know it's not going to happen, but damn it, a man can dream.
True.
All right. We will see you guys next week. I'll leave a link for my buddy C Tactics here. You can see him on his show, on his channel. I will be on his channel tomorrow for King of Anime
Yes.
podcast. So be sure to stop by and you'll listen to my brutally honest opinions of the 3 episodes we're going over this season. So
Correct.
so until then, we will see you next week.